downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Usually, to get a skybox view of a Nebraska football game, you need to be a drone, a hawk, or a fighter jet. But sitting in an actual skybox is a lot more comfortable. So, enter the Nebraska Lottery's Lucky for Life ticket snap. Until July 10th, buy a Lucky for Life ticket and enter for a chance to win Nebraska football skybox season tickets or other great ticket prizes. Sure, fighter jets are cool, but there's no legroom.
Lucky for Life top prize odds 1 in 30 million.
Are you here for the job interview?
I just saw that ad that said, apply here for dream job.
What qualifications do you have?
What exactly would I be doing?
Well, this is a dream job. You would be daydreaming.
All day?
Start at 8 a.m. and spend the day dreaming about all the millions you could win playing Mega Millions from the Nebraska Lottery.
I'm good at that.
We want people with big imaginations, not just the usual yachts and exotic vacations.
Like a city built with bouncy houses or limo for dogs.
You're hired.
Mega Millions top prize odds 1 in 302 million.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal? A dog, a cat, or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's summertime at the Lincoln YMCA. With 3 outdoor pools, swim lessons, camps, youth sports, and child watch, there's never a dull moment for the kids. Take your wellness goals to new heights with the Y's vast array of cardio and strength training options, free group exercise classes, and the dedicated help of their specialists that will work with you to implement a plan customized to meet your needs. With 4 convenient locations, there's a YMCA near you. Let's make this the best summer yet. Visit ymcalincoln.org to join today. The YMCA, for a better us.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day. We hope that everyone is able to show how much they care for and respect the dads in their life for this weekend especially, but in everyday life too. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. Was I loud today or too loud again?
We can't hear Raff. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now go, Raff.
We're back. The Drive. AD is in the house.
You hear Terrell, Raff?
Oh, God, there he is. T. Farley's alive.
Goodness gracious. Some people's children.
Raff, what's up, homeboy?
You're alive, AD. It's good to see you.
Man, good to see you too, big dog. It's good to be seen, man. It's good to be home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. AD is coming home. I've been around all over, but it's good to be over here.
Did Brooker T and Louie remember you?
Man, when I got home yesterday, man, Louie.
Barely.
Oh man, I'm telling you. So he lays with his paws over the couch, which is funny. It looks like he's been drinking all night. That's how he lays. I got a little Frenchie, folks. You know that, and I've shared that. So Rico and Raff, he's laying there, and he hears the door. He goes, oh, and he barks like he's a big dog. You know, he goes, oh. And Raff will tell you he's a unit, but he goes, oh. I said, Louie, what's up, dog? And he comes running around the corner. So he's playing, lays on his back, then goes back to sleep.
That was nice. You're like, Dad's back.
Dad's back.
Right,
He lays on his back. Then he followed me upstairs for a little bit. We hanging, and he just watching me. He just watching like, you gonna leave again? What's going on, man?
But you're just gonna walk out of my life.
Walk out of my life again, huh? He goes, I already lost one, Dad, man. Don't make it two.
Please don't leave me.
Ralph, the mayor of North Platte for 10 days. What's cooking in North Platte, big dog?
It's going. It is going. I talked to the radio station yesterday. They're going to get a clip where they do announce me as the mayor, so you guys will believe me when I am the mayor of North Platte emeritus. Just like Bob Devaney was back in the early 90s.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, because you guys are so similar.
He was athletic director emeritus. I am mayor emeritus.
Okay. Yep, that checks out. Good to see that Raff is still sane.
Yeah, I love it. I love the humility of Raff. Has not changed at all.
Good to see Raff is still holding it down out in North Platte.
We're still in the first week, so I still have my sanity. Next Friday at this time, you'll probably see a whole different Raff.
Hey, what's Real got to say? What's Real?
Is he singing Raff's Good Take?
I think he is. I turned his mic off.
It's a catchy song.
It is something like a song.
Hey, Ron. Yes, baby. Good to see you, man. I'm starting off the weekend right. I'm back. Chase B, what's up, homeboy? He goes, who is this man you call AD in the special Friday guest because he hasn't been on the show all week?
Dang.
Dude, I haven't been.
You're not wrong.
It's a week ago today. That I've been on the show last.
No, you were on.
You were on Monday.
No. You were on Monday from the airport in where was he at? Alabama?
Some airport. Oh, Dallas.
I was in Dallas.
You were in Dallas.
But yeah, it's right, dude. I forgot about it. So but it was only like for a segment.
You were on for like half an hour.
Yeah, it was like a segment.
Yeah,
I was still half asleep, dude.
I was doing the show.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Because Nick graduates and all of a sudden he's still out.
Yeah, y'all were tearing Nick up, man. Y'all were lighting his tail up.
It's fine. He's like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it back for my own show, and I was like, yeah, okay, Mister. I have to go see how things are set up because I'm setting up at the College World Series today.
He's ready to get his feet in the ice tub.
Whatever, dude.
Hey,
setting up down at Blur parties. A block south.
What did he say? There was like a
Charles Schwab Field.
Did he say a mood area or attitude area?
Different mood pockets.
Mood pockets.
They're mood pockets.
Mood pockets.
So like there's like an outdoorish area where there's like a beer pong and stuff like that for like your party folk.
Sounds like a drunk pocket.
You step in and then there's more of a chill area with like couches and the TVs. And then there's like another hangout area with like a hammock and some chairs and the bar and all that stuff. So different mood pockets. So depending on your mood, if you want to chill, if you want to talk to people, if you want to go party and get your drink on,
do that too.
There's different areas out there. That the Blur Parties event at the Hilton in Omaha.
You know what? That Hilton was that same one, Raff. You remember, man, when I was coming back from, I think, Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Right before that, the shareholders meeting, the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting, Rico, my travel agent, I called her. I said, hey, can you get me a room in Omaha tonight? I'm still traveling. She calls me back. She goes, AD, you don't want to stay in Omaha tonight. I said, why not? She goes, you want to pay $4,000 for a room at the Hilton? I'm like, oh, heck no.
Bump those prices up. College World Series, baby.
Well, this was during the shareholders meeting. Right now, I doubt they're for. In fact, I know they're not for. I mean, they're probably about 800, maybe a G.
Yeah.
I would think somewhere around. What do you think, Rob? Between $800 to $1,000 a night, something like that. Would be a commitment.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I know back in the day we'd go down there, and the closest place really you could get was like over at the casinos in Iowa. Those go for about $300-400, and then the rest are $800,000 and so on.
Yeah. Pete Ferguson, he goes, Rav, all emeritus means, Rav, is you still pay taxes.
True. Very true.
Don says the chaotic and positive energy is empowering while waiting for my caffeine to kick in.
You're welcome.
Hey, Rav, you're missing out this morning. Well, I'm missing out too. Rico, tell them what's popping in the parking lot.
We've got a listener out there. I believe it's Greg, if I'm remembering correctly, and I feel bad if I'm getting that wrong. Is out there cooking up some waffles for us, some little car-shaped waffles. He's got some bacon, he's got some butter, some syrup, and a cooler filled with drinks for us. So we're getting breakfast, courtesy of Greg out in the parking lot. And let me tell you, it was delicious.
Awesome.
It was fantastic. AD did not partake because for some reason he's sticking to his fast or whatever. Something like that. Something about trying to be healthy or live a better life or have a longer life so he can stick around with his children and see some grandchildren. I don't know. Something dumb like that. That's what he's doing.
I'm going to tell you what was crazy, though, Rico and Rav. I held fast to my fast, man, even when I was traveling. First of all, I can't eat before I speak anyway. And then afterwards, I really don't eat right after because, the adrenaline.
Just nervous energy.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like working out, basically. And but I held fast. So yesterday morning, I spoke for in Omaha. Where was I at? Chicago is where I was at yesterday, and it was for John Deere, which was really cool. And I'm nervous before every talk. Really nervous for this one because my buddy is the one who brought me in. These are all the leaders from John Deere, including the CEO. Their downtown Chicago office. Now they're based in Moline, but they have Omaha. I keep saying Omaha. It's on my mind. I guess I've been flying out of there. They have an office in Chicago, and the other groups, of course, you're nervous, but you don't know anybody. Kevin Zimmerman, we were in college, he'd hang out with me and Frazier and Barry Mile and Tower Williams at our house. So I didn't want to screw this up. This is for all their leadership. Dude, the breakfast spread, Rav and Rico, they had set up was stupid. Dude, Rav and Rico, the sausages were as big as my legs. And I guess I'm not saying I got big legs, but I'm saying that's how big they were. They were like Raff's legs. Put it in better perspective.
Oh, wow.
They're like Raff leg, like size sausage legs.
He doesn't work leg day, so
no, but it does. He didn't. And his legs look like tree stumps anyway.
Yeah.
And these sausages were like AD. Little side. I think they had some grits there. How many brothers turned down some grits?
Did you?
I did. I turned them down.
Wow.
You're the worst.
So this morning, bring it back to this morning, man. The food he had out there, the sausage. I'm sorry, the bacon. The what he had also out there. Waffles. Was it waffles?
They're in the shape of cars. He has a waffle maker that makes little car-shaped waffles, and the little pickup trucks has a little compartment. Obviously, the little pickup part, and you just put a little slice of butter in there.
See, and here's what you did. You said, AD, you can do it. Just break it. Just break it. Just break it.
You know, you talk about a little devil on your shoulder.
You're that little. I got little Rico.
I'm just that little devil right in front of you. Go ahead,
so I've got to ask: did Nick have some before he left? Because I think he fell off.
Of course he did. And he had a chaser with it as well, like some fufu coffee or something like that. Rico.
Yeah, he had an iced coffee, and Nick goes, "Oh, I'll drink that."
Yeah, he fell off the fast bandwagon, I think.
Little
Because
mocha iced coffee. He left his chocolate milk in the fridge. You had a
oh
chocolate
man,
milk too. He probably got some waffles for the road.
Yeah.
Because he's dry. He's taking the van right now, and he's taking DP and Terrell with him. So they're going to be down. They're setting up in Omaha, and they'll be ready to go by the captain show at 10 o'clock. That's our first show that'll be live down there from the Hilton with Blur Parties in Omaha that we're broadcasting for the College World Series.
You know, Raff Rico, if I hadn't been gone so much, I'd drive up. But I'm tired of interstates. I'm tired of airplanes, planes, trains, and automobiles. So I'll be listening in for sure, though.
Don't worry, we'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So after your show on one of those days, you can head down.
Maybe I'll do that, man. I might do that actually.
I'll be
Big Bird,
North Platte.
Raff, you're back next Friday?
Nope, next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
That sucks.
I got to make sure my constituents are happy before I head back to Lincoln.
You know, as the emeritus, you have to.
They are
you have
also
to do
regular
that.
people like yourself.
You got to get regular people like yourself. Raph, let me ask you this: because I know when you travel, when you're gone that long, you try to keep a regime as well. What's your eating habits right now, man?
Very minimal. Last night, I think I had a hot dog and some chips and cheese from the hotel. They have like the manager's gala from 5 to 7. So
kind of the happy hour.
Yep. Kind of just snack a little off the happy hour, and that's about it. So.
Well, I tell you what, folks, we do got a great show for you today. Raph and Rico, Naya just sent me some pictures. She's in Sorrento and Capri this weekend.
Ooh.
But she has to say, instead of Alessandro is with her.
Well,
So
I
I'm
was
going
going
to
to
text
say,
her back.
question not to make fun of, not to be. How did the date go? Do we know? Where did he take her? Did she get some like authentic wherever she was?
Well, the thing that she's going to have to get used to is that you can't drink wine over here legally.
No,
because over there at 18, you can drink wine. So you're not going to be able to go to the brass rail.
Wine is just like juice for them. Like they have it with every meal.
Everything.
It's just like, oh yeah.
And then so I'm on the phone in the airport with her somewhere this week, and she FaceTimes me. She sends me. I mean, it literally looks like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's these lights. You know, it's at night, so there's 7 hours ahead. There's these lights. Imagine she's down at what's that place downtown, you guys, in the right by the mill that you can eat in that kind of that courtyard area. What's the name of that bar?
Oh, I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking. Raph, you know the name of it, man. That courtyard bar that's downtown Lincoln.
Like catty corner from the mill.
Yeah, it's like where Tavern used to be at.
Tavern on the Green.
Yeah, Tavern. Yeah, so she's exactly Tavern.
Tavern.
So so it looks like that, but there's lights lit up. You hear the Italian music playing. There's wine, and as I'm talking to her, he goes something in Italian, something like that. I don't know what he says.
It's more like French, but
Naya's in Paris.
Yeah, no, go ahead, go on.
Naya's not even in Italy. She's in Paris.
I don't know.
She lied to me.
You need okay. Now you need to be worried.
He's like, that looks like the Eiffel Tower.
The leaning tower.
Maybe it was like more wine Italian. Maybe it was like that.
Yeah, that's close. That's closer.
Because before I was like thinking like Rico goes, that's French, but that's fine, AD.
Yeah, whatever.
So I'm talking.
Yeah, sure. You were blinded by rage. It's fine. Go off.
Blinded by rage.
Take my baby girl out on a date. You bet not. What are those lights for?
Alessandro,
why are they twinkling?
I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, Alessandro. So she has me on FaceTime. She has her wine glass up, and there's literally just some pitcher or some flask, whatever it is, comes out of nowhere and pours some more wine. I said, "Baby girl, you doing a dang thing, ain't you?" She goes, "Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy." And oh, daddy.
Oh, father.
Oh, father. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm paying for that wine.
That's great.
Haven't had a sip.
That's great. I hope it tastes good.
Yeah.
I hope it tastes
So
good.
she's in Sorrento in Capri this weekend is where she's at.
Fancy.
It sounds very fancy. Brad, it sounds like North Platte.
Yeah, kind of. I was kind of wondering, AD, are you buying the wine for Alessandro too, I wonder, or
We'll talk about when we come back.
If Alessandro ain't paying for this date, we got ourselves a problem.
Yeah, Alessandro, you know where, man. I will beat the hell out of Alessandro. I will literally like there to beat his tail.
Get him.
Folks, we do got a great show for you. It's been good. It's good to be back. You know, travel was great, but it's good to be back on the mic with Rico and Raff. Raff is holding it down in North Platte, emeritus mayor of North Platte. We got Rico holding it down the boards. We want to announce again, if you're in the Mall area, get to the Hilton area where the ticket will be at. You will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed with the show today. We got a lot to talk about. We'll be right back. This is The Drive. AD and Raff, Rico holding it down. That's the ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club or space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% APR on select new Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, plus a $1,500 trade-in bonus on select Silverados and Sierras. You put all that together with some big Koppel discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415, or online at ambitionelectric.com.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. AD Rico, it looked like Nikola Jokic and Michael Malone had themselves a party yesterday in Denver.
You know what, man? I'm glad you brought that up, Raff. Let me ask you this. First of all, they earned that. The Joker, that was what we talked about too, man. We on the agenda too. So I'm glad you bring that up.
Mans went off. Although his wife got hit by a beer can during
Joker's
the parade.
wife did?
Yeah, it like ricocheted off of something, hit her on the side of the face.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Two things. Okay, first is this. Why is it that you can destroy a town after you win and there's no repercussions?
Great question.
You protest. Now, granted, you shouldn't destroy anything. You're protesting out of anger, out of injustice, whatever it may be, regardless of what it is. You get arrested, even you look. I mean, I don't want to get into politics. I'm just simply saying, why is that? Why do we destroy things when we win?
I don't know.
I mean, they destroyed that area, Raff. They absolutely destroyed it.
Cars get flipped. Things like it goes crazy.
Yeah. Why is that? Why do we do that as Americans? And not just Americans, it's people, because they do it overseas too. Yeah. In fact, if they lose, they'll kill you over there.
Oh,
especially.
Yeah.
Why do we do that? Why do we do that?
I don't get it. It's like, hey, we just won the championship. Let's go burn down somebody's business. I mean, it makes no sense to me at all. I mean, there's some stuff that, I mean, some crazy stuff. Did you see the one guy doing pull-ups on the street light in Denver?
No, I didn't see that clip. Tore up the street.
They're in the middle of the road, and somehow he crawled up on top of a stoplight in the middle of the road, was doing pull-ups on the bar, and then dropped down, and then they caught him when he dropped down.
Dude, that's a long fall.
That is. What if they wouldn't have caught him?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm sure they all were partaking in a little bit of the sustenance. I was like, ooh.
Oh, they definitely were.
That's a trust drop right there.
Stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed.
It is legal there, so you know, Chief. It was Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh boy, AD's back, baby.
It's like that movie, The Fockers. He goes, I thought that was just a song.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Let me ask you guys this, man. I know you guys may have talked about this earlier last week too. They won. When did they win? What night was that? Monday night?
Monday, I believe.
Monday night.
Yeah. It's fine. You've been gone all week. Everything that's happened this week we can talk about because you've been gone. It's okay. We can revisit topics. You're good.
Let me ask you guys this, man. Is the Joker an all-era player?
Raph, I'll let you go first.
Is he an all-era player, Raph?
I'm going to say yes, he is. I think people don't want to. Oh, how do I say this? I don't think people want to acknowledge it because he doesn't fit like the cookie cutter what NBA basketball is. So I think people aren't acknowledging it. That's what I think. Like he's not your LeBron James 6'8" high flyer, super dunker, has the flash. Sometimes sometimes the flash gets like with Nikola, he's not the flashiest of players, even though he has some pretty sweet passes, but he's not like that Michael Jordan, even like a John Morant, like where they have that flash that really captivates everybody. So I think that's where where people don't give him his full credit. Like even this year, I mean, he was a contender to win the MVP, but it was almost like you knew he wasn't going to get it because they didn't want to give him 3 straight, because then they'd be like, well, then we'll have to consider him one of the greats. It's like, well, if he's putting up the statistics and the wins, and so that's where I was sort of like, so why is he not? So that's what I look at. I just don't think he has like that flash, of the Michael Jordans, the LeBron Jameses in the past. So Magic Johnsons and so forth.
Rico,
he is 100% an all-era player. The difference is, and it's kind of going to agreement with Raff, is he's not as athletic as players in the NBA are traditionally supposed to be, and he's not as, although he is physically imposing, being 7 feet tall and 280 plus pounds, he's not going to try. He doesn't try to overpower other bigs. He goes the finesse route with other bigs. When he gets when he gets a switch, he'll overpower the smaller guys. But when he's matched up against a big, he's not trying to back them down and show how powerful he is, and trying to out muscle them and just flex in their face if he does something. He's gonna use that finesse. He's gonna use that amazing footwork that he has. He's gonna rely on his teammates to make the right cuts and then make the right pass. He's just a very cerebral player, and I think that's what would help him go in whatever era of basketball, because he is big enough to play in whatever era. I think he's more than physical enough to play in any era, and his hoops IQ, his basketball IQ is off the charts. So that would really assist him. He's able to shoot the 3, he can stretch out, so that would put him in a different category than other bigs back in the day. He has amazing footwork, which would put him on par with those bigs. He's big enough. Like everything about him fits every era of basketball, outside of the fact that he isn't going to. He's not Shaq. He's not obviously nobody was Shaq. He's not. I can't even think of any other names, but he's not any of those bigs in the 80s that was trying to take your head off. His one issue is that he's not defensively imposing. Yeah, he's quick with his hands, and he'll steal the ball, swat the ball away when you're going up for it. But in terms of getting blocking shots, not really his forte. He understands that, which is why he has such quick hands, and why he goes for steals more often than he goes for blocks, or tries to draw a charge as well. He realizes that getting blocks isn't his forte, but on the offensive end, he's just a magician with the basketball, and I think that's what would help him go with any era.
I 100% agree with both of you.
Yay.
100%. Because, when I was traveling this week, I was talking to this guy in the airplane before we were taking off, because then I put the headphones on because that means I don't want to talk anymore. So he said this. I don't think he's an all-era player because he doesn't jump a lot. And, I wanted to be cool. I was like, okay, that's interesting. The dumbest thing I ever heard. Have you heard? It's 2 words. 2 words. His name, we only got 2 words for our name. 2 words. Larry Bird. Larry Bird probably had a 5-inch vertical. One of the most he's one of the biggest assassins to ever pick up a basketball. Larry Bird. You don't have to jump. He didn't have to. He showed that. Now, am I saying he's one of the most dominant centers? No, I'm not saying that. No. But is he all era? Absolutely agree with you, Rav. Absolutely. Rico, what you say, he's cerebral. The dude, his basketball IQ, which you nailed it, is it's off the charts. He realizes, because I may not have the athletic ability, quote unquote, that the average fan thinks of, the dude can pass, he can shoot. Now, granted, yeah, is he kind of on the defensive side? A little bit, yeah, but just his size alone is opposing. The dude is an all-era player. I'm not, and I think it's premature to say, is he all this or all? No, all I'm saying is, I will say he is all-era. He could play in any era of basketball that I've seen in my 49 years, man. The dude has those type of skills and those type of tools in his tool belt. The dude can straight up ball, man. You know what, guys? And I literally, lights were out the moment they won. I went to bed because that night I slept maybe 2.5 hours Sunday because the flight was so early. But anyway, I watched that and I was like, good for Denver. First time ever for them to get a championship in basketball. It was good to see them. Raff, what did you think about? Did you think that Jamal Murray, did he snub your quarterback?
I didn't even see it. What did he say? Or
well, they were showing Rico. I don't know if you saw it. They were showing Jamal Murray was leaving the court. Russell Wilson and Sierra were there. He was trying to high five.
Oh no!
Murray just walked right by him like he didn't see him. And maybe he didn't see him. That's the thing about it. He probably didn't see him. Dude, can you? Okay, I'm thinking about, and I can't equivalent to an NBA championship, but a national championship. There are people running at you and all over the place. You can't. I mean, I don't think he was snubbing the guy. I mean, people were making a big deal of it.
No, he was trying to get to the locker room to celebrate with his
I'm
teammates.
like, this dude probably didn't even see him. That was probably one per. I mean, it's chaos. So the media is always going to make something out of it. Well, did he snub Russell Wilson?
No.
I'm like, no, he didn't snub Russell Wilson. The dude was trying to celebrate with his boys.
And even if he did, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah,
you're more worried. Let that man enjoy his moment.
I don't even know if they know each other.
Exactly.
And Russell's got to get on his level anyway. So until Russell wins his championship, then they can shake hands. But we got to wait for him to win one in Denver.
You got to win one.
This year.
What'd you say?
This year.
No.
Did you say good year?
This year.
Would you say Fisher?
This year.
Hey, Don says, better question for Rav. Is he the next John Elway for Denver? Talking about the Joker.
He'll be on the Mount Rushmore of Denver athletes. I don't think there'll ever be anybody that will surpass John Elway in Denver, just for the fact of John Elway, like, pretty much put Denver on the map. If you look at Denver in like 1982, pre-1982, and then 83 forward, he basically, this city got bigger when John Elway came there because he was that main attraction. So I think John Elway, just from a city view, there'll probably be no one ever bigger than John Elway in Denver, but he'll definitely be on that Mount Rushmore of players that have played in Denver. He'll probably take who is that one guy, that Carmelo Anthony? They'll probably remove him and then place Nikola Jokic there.
Oh, Rico did not like that. Rico,
it's okay. I'd rather eat at Nikola Jokic's steakhouse.
Hey, good question by Longster here. Longster says, who wins, Bird and LeBron or Joker and MJ? Rico, what do you think?
I don't know.
Raph?
Probably Bird and LeBron.
Raph?
Man, that is a tough one.
There's better shooting on the Bird and LeBron team, and by that I mean just Larry Bird is the best shooter on the court in all four.
Man, that would be
that's heavy.
That'd be a heck of a game. I'm not sure. I would.
Well, Michael couldn't beat Bird, so.
Well, one-on-one, Mike is killing Bird.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
One-on-one, Michael's killing Bird, because here's the reason why. Not that Bird can't shoot, because MJ is all defense too. MJ would make it a mission. I'm going to shut you down. Well, the same thing can go with LeBron. Joker's not stopping LeBron either, but LeBron's not stopping Joker.
Well, LeBron and MJ are going to match up.
Yeah.
And Bird and Joker are going to match up.
I don't know. I seriously, I can't.
That would be an interesting matchup.
It'd be fun to watch. I tell you that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. The OJCJ says AD is tired of airplanes flying from Lincoln to Omaha or a helicopter. No, OJCJ, I promise you. Me and Raph have a story. I don't know if I think Raph will feel the same. I will never get on a helicopter ever.
No,
I will never get on a helicopter unless it was like the life flight me someplace and I didn't know I was on one.
Yeah, no helicopters for this guy.
Yeah. And then, Unknown Texas says you did not compare where she is to the Tubbery. No, it was just where the Tubbery was. And real quick, Newt says, AD, you got to get Baron Miles on the show someday. I definitely will. In fact, I'm going to call him this weekend. He said his best childhood friend and I still talk about some of our best memories, pretending to be Miles blocking punts. We would dive through our living rooms on the pillows, blocking Nerf turbos. Parents hated it, but we couldn't get enough. Have a great day, guys. Appreciate you, Newt. Folks, when we come back, we got some history. You're going to be serenaded by what Rico calls darn good singing.
That's not true.
It's the ticket. We'll be right back.
Choices has been an inspiring opportunity for individual abilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska. by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscape and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See LibertyFirstCU.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Guys, it's that time again. Another 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is starting on July 8th. I joined Farrell's a little over a year ago, and with their help, I've lost over 125 pounds and can confidently say I'm in the best shape of my life. The 10-week challenge combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching in a way that is approachable and achievable for any skill level. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off the cost of enrollment. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the banner on the homepage to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 70th and Vine or 40th and Yankee Hill.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. AD must be getting some coffee. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's back.
Welcome.
Always back, baby. On this Friday, The Drive with AD. We got Rico holding it down. It's a Friday. It is June 16th. Rico, how you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Or should I go this Wolfman Jack?
I wasn't really sure where to go with that. I was just listening. I was like, I'm not 100% where I'm going to go with this. I was like, should I match his tone? Should I?
Yeah, AD, I'm feeling nice and good.
Right? Whoa.
Rico.
is having a nice talk on this Friday.
A nice talk on this Friday, like they're doing in Denver right now.
Yeah.
You know, someone said, unknown texter said he just saw spotted the ticket van, took a picture actually right behind the ticket van.
Uh-oh.
Omaha following the ticket van.
The ticket van's got paparazzi now.
Yeah, they do.
Go ahead, pull up beside me. Give a nice little friendly wave.
Hey.
DP and Terrell.
The black shirt. The black shirt. Raff is in North Platte holding it down. He is the emeritus, Rico.
The emeritus. I don't know what that means.
He's still paying taxes. Raff.
What is happening?
I don't know. It's Friday, man. Unknown texter says, get out of here with left flop talk and let me enjoy my Friday. Unknown texture, that is good. You know what, Chief? I'm gonna tell you something, man. Does LeBron flop? Yes. Does 98% of the NBA flop? Yes.
Also, yes.
LeBron's just he's just one of the best ones. He's just one of the best ones that does it. Because that's how they call it now. So if you know you can get it, why not? Because in the back in the day, they were like, you can flop all you want. You ain't getting that call. Now
They're like, oh, now you're on the ground. Now that's one less defender they got to worry about. All right. Have fun. You might get stepped on.
Hey, whoa, Chase B. Come on, man. You're supposed to be helping me out.
Chase B says, I bet that's how Alessandro talks to AD's daughter.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Except with an Italian accent. Which I'm not even going to try to.
Naya.
But deeper.
Naya, your skin is caramel and your eyes. That's what she said. Her eyes are Naya's got beautiful. She's just beautiful girl. I'm being biased because of her dad, but she is beautiful. Raff, that's why if he comes here, he's getting the bad boy treatment. And I will borrow a gun. I'm just telling you right now. You know what? You know what? Here's the thing. I don't even need no gun. I don't need no gun because I'm gonna let him know, dude. I will end you, Alessandro. I will end you
with my hands.
With my hands. Well, don't need no guns, man. These are 2 black 9mm right here, man. In my hands. I'll get him. Raff. Here's what she told me, Rico and Raff. Here's what this dude said. Alessandro, whatever the heck his name is. Alessandro's gonna be Gano. She says, Daddy, he's not like American guys that I talk to in Nebraska. I'm like, what do you mean by that? She goes, he said my eyes were dark like coffee. You know what I said? Get the hell out of here with that type of talk, talking about eyes dark like coffee. Raff, I wanted to snap his neck and I ain't even seen the dude, man. Your eyes are dark like coffee.
Dark like coffee. They are dark like your soul.
Your skin is a nice caramel.
Oh, boy.
Like I put on my biscotti.
AD's blood pressure's going up right now.
It is. I'm about to take my pills right now.
Should I play the music so you can relax a little bit?
Yeah. He doing some Don Cornelius vibing with that comeback from break. The Soul Train.
Now, punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Rico,
unless your name is Alessandro.
Or Nick.
Then you ain't loving nobody.
I ain't loving nobody.
Nobody.
None of them. I don't care, man. Yeah, exactly. Real fast. I know Texture says it don't matter where he's from. Guys are guys, and we know it exactly. That's why I don't trust none of them, man. I don't trust none of them, man.
He's different than American boys.
Yeah, he ain't no different.
Yeah, he has an accent.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Different.
Girl, if you don't.
It's coffee.
Joke's on you. He doesn't even like coffee.
Yeah, he don't even like cafe.
All right, hit us with some history.
No, I'm about to be history. No, I'm going to Rome right now.
Well,
AD out. We're doing a little different today in history. We're doing birthdays in sport because I thought these were interesting. How old? Okay, I know Raff does, but Rico, do you remember Roberto Duran?
I feel like I do.
He was a boxer. Well, is a boxer. Was a boxer, not still is. Was a boxer. Raff, I'm going to ask Raff this because, and I'll ask you the next one, Rico. How old do you think Roberto Duran is, Raff?
Oh,
Famous for saying no mas.
Probably right around 70-ish, somewhere around there.
Not far off. 72 years old, Roberto Duran. Raff, remember the fight that him and Sugar Ray got into?
Oh, yeah. No mas.
No mas. So Rico, Sugar Ray, Roberto beat Duran. Roberto beat Sugar the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And Roberto was, they were both middleweights, weren't they, Raff? Both middleweights?
Yeah, boxing's weird. They have all those different, but they're right around that range.
Welterweight, middleweight, whatever it was. Roberto beat Sugar Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Ray beat him like he stole something the second time. And he wouldn't come out of his corner. He said, no mas. No mas. That's kind of that famous line. Obviously, we know it's spammy. Yeah. Everybody says, but that's in the sporting world. That's when we hear somebody say no mas because Roberto Duran said no mas.
No more.
I'm done.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. Yeah, it's
Did
going to be
you
a hard
see Errol Spence and Crawford's press conference yesterday?
What happened?
Bud said if he gets out of line, he would be putting him down, and he'd be the 11th consecutive guy. He's knocked out, and Errol Spence comes back and goes, "I've been out of line my entire life, so expect I will be getting out of line."
It's going to be a good fight.
That was Jeremy the Grill Master. He said that about guys. Jeremy, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your mission, man. I'll see you at the gym next week. Yeah, he's been out of line his whole life, man. That's going to be a hell of a fight, man. I cannot wait to see that fight, man. I cannot wait to see that fight. Another birthday is a person who's playing today in the U.S. Open, Phil Mickelson. How old do you guys think Phil Mickelson is?
Oh, this one's pretty easy.
61.
Raff?
This one, I am going to go with 50. Okay, so he played this 53.
You're spot on. 53 years old.
Dang it, way too old.
53.
I had to go back and remember when he won that first senior tour. Remember, like 3 years ago, he won like the first couple events he played in the senior tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then he won last year the major. What was it, 52? So
right there at Kiowa Island.
Yep.
In fact, I was right at that course where he won that at Kiowa Island last year. This week in sports, Tony Gwynn, the great Tony Gwynn, passed away in 2014. Today in sports history. So I realized Tony Gwynn had been gone since 2014. First of all, Rav, did you realize he'd been gone that long?
I didn't realize that Tony Gwynn was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, the Tony Gwynn is crazy that he's been gone for 9 years, and then Kirby Puckett's almost been gone for like 20 years, or maybe
it's just mind-boggling.
It's like it's wild that these people that we like, especially UAD, we grew up with these names, and it's like now they've been like gone for like 10 and 20 years. It's wild.
You know what it shows too, Raff, and this is, it's not a downer top subject, but it shows you too, Raff. We're getting up there, bro. I mean, that's real talk. We're getting up there. Next year, we're both 50 years old.
No, you are. I'm young. I'm young still. I'm still 29.
Well, because you celebrate your birthday all month is why you feel like you're 29.
You've got kids graduated from college and college kids. I still have toddlers.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You know what that means, Rav? Listeners, you know what that means?
Uh-oh.
Let us have it, Rico.
Breaking news. Michael Jordan is finalizing the sale of the Hornets, ending his 13-year tenure as the majority owner.
Jordan is finalizing it.
Jordan is selling the Hornets.
Does it say for how much?
It does not, and it doesn't say to who.
Wow.
I was laughing when you said that, Rico. I was like, who in the heck is Michael Jordan?
Mikhail Jordan. great third baseman from the Dominican Republic. Don't worry, I can say that I'm Puerto Rican.
MJ is selling the Hornets. Michael Air Jordan. Just breaking news. Rico just announced that he is selling the Charlotte Hornets owner for 13 years, getting rid of that.
To a group led by Gabe Plotkin and Rick Schnall. Schnall, a minority owner with the Atlanta Hawks, and Plotkin, a minority owner with the Hornets, will become the franchise's governors once the NBA completes its vetting and approval process.
Wow.
So does he go up from being worth $2 billion up to $4 billion, I wonder?
Probably. Jordan will continue to oversee basketball operations through next Thursday's NBA draft and the start of free agency on July 1st. So he's just going to set them up for failure.
Which is odd that they would allow him to do that still when they're taking over. I mean, those are moves, man, right, guys?
They must believe in him that he'll make the right decision.
Yeah, I love MJ, but it's kind of like
there's a reason why he's selling.
Yeah, there's a reason why him and Barkley ain't friends. Barkley just told the truth.
This is wild. He paid $275 million for a majority stake in the franchise in 2010. That doesn't seem like a lot at all.
No, they weren't really doing squat. 275, and he's going to make probably $1.5 billion.
Yeah,
on the sell of it. Real quick question here we got. Notorious B.I.B. says, do you guys know if they're bringing back the home run contest at this year's CWS? I'm not sure. Do you guys know that?
That might be a Nick Sainert question. Nick, are you listening?
That'll be a question.
Nick,
whenever they get set up, which they should be. If they're not there already, they're real close and getting ready to start setting up.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Depending on parking and all the rest of that stuff. They have a parking pass? Do we have a parking pass?
Yeah, we have parking.
Oh, nice.
We, as in the ticket, has parking.
Not
Not Raff, though, because he's not.
He's in North Platte.
You don't need a parking pass in North Platte. When you're the mayor emeritus, you park wherever you want.
Wherever you want. Like Bob Devaney's old Cadillac.
Yep.
Speaking of birthdays, before we go to break, folks, yesterday was my dad's 82nd birthday. Yesterday, guys, was rough for me in the morning to start off. Literally, man, I was walking around downtown Chicago about 1 a.m. on Wednesday night.
Just walking around.
I couldn't sleep, dude. And so just walked around the city, had a stogie, and was just walking around thinking about my dad. 2 years ago yesterday, I wouldn't be here because I had just had surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't literally 2 years ago today, I couldn't walk. Literally, Rico, I had a catheter. And folks, you know what a catheter is, and if you don't ever want one.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know one. You don't want to know. So I had that going on, as Raff knows. It was 6 years ago yesterday. My uncle passed away, the one that basically saved my dad's life, my Uncle Donald. So it was awesome to have dinner Monday night at my uncle's house, with my aunt. My cousins came over. You guys seen the pictures I posted. It was just, man, it was a lot of laughter, a lot of tears, a lot of fun. So I walked around to about 1:30 around Chicago, man. Just walk around the city. Got to bed about 2:45. Got up at 6:30. And the venue I was speaking at, the John Deere Chicago office, literally was a half a block from my hotel. So went there, spoke. And I just really wanted to honor my dad. I didn't want to be down in the dumps all day because I've done that before, folks. And this is probably an early attitude adjuster, but I'll talk about this more later. But, man, if you're going through some grief, don't do it like I did in the past because I would check out, Rico. And full transparency, listeners, I just wanted to tap out. Not a life, but put it this way, too many beverages because I wanted to be numb. I didn't want to think about it. I miss my dad like crazy today, but I said, dang it, I'm going to honor my pops. And yesterday, that was the mentality I went with. Just honor. And yesterday was a great day. It was a great day yesterday because I'm like, no, I said, I'd be dishonoring him if I didn't have a good day. And it takes time to get to that point too. Yeah. So everybody grieves differently, so, and I can have a bad day tomorrow. Who knows? But I was like, today I'm going to honor my dad by giving these people the best that I got. That old Anita Baker song, giving you the best that I've got, John Deere. So that's what I tried to do. But it's going to be back on the mic, folks. Those are the birthdays for the day. Again, shout out to my pops. My nephew, Miles Davis, too, the third. His birthday was yesterday as
Miles
well.
Davis.
Miles Davis. All right. They were at a restaurant one time in Atlanta real quick, and the waiter goes, are you the Miles Davis? My dad said, yeah, I'm the Miles Davis.
That is
my name. Folks, we got some great news. I can't say great. Oh, yes, we do have great. It is great news.
Yeah, it's great.
We got some great news coming back for you. We're going to talk Husker softball. Big signing that we've talked about all week, but I still want to get some dynamics to that. Also, will OU become Nebraska of the past? We're going to talk about that. talk about more things as well. We got Raff in North Platte, the emeritus, the mayor. He is on their Mount Rushmore of North Platte. We got Rico holding it down.
Don't wave like that.
We'll be back. This is The Drive on the Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't wait. Act now to choose from the widest selection of used combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, the nation's largest John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model John Deere combines. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carry out, or schedule a catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get, and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Whether you're looking for a new place to call home or trying to sell your current home, you want to make it as easy as possible. So why not use a realtor that works harder so you don't have to? The Carpe Diem team at Nebraska Realty is your go-to realty team for all your residential and commercial needs. They pride themselves on working hard and making your life as easy as possible while educating you every step of the way. Contact the Carpe Diem team to seize your moment, whether it be buying, selling, building, investing, or even commercial real estate. Give them a call today at 402-429-8121.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day. We hope that everyone is able to show how much they care for and respect the dads in their life for this weekend especially, but in everyday life too. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
The days of internet contracts and heavy fine print are over. It's time to experience hassle-free service with no contracts or hidden fees. That's the Allo promise. Allo Communications provides fiber internet, TV, and phone services with fair and no-nonsense pricing. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 local support 365 days a year, and a monthly bill you can count on. Don't settle for gimmicks. Settle for hassle-free with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/hassle-free.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill just south of Lincoln Southwest High School, 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. They have all your favorite Italian dishes, your favorite Italian wines. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make your reservations or place your takeout orders. Florial's. Boom.
You know where else you can get your favorite Italian wines?
Oh, I knew you were going to bring that up, Rico.
Oh, no. Oh,
you know what?
Rico,
I know a guy. As soon as he was reading Rico, I was thinking about that knucklehead, Alessandro.
He was like Italian wine.
He said Italian wine. I was like,
AD can't go to Florio's until his daughter's back. Oh, man.
Hey, dog. Man, I love our boy Bess. Bess, who owns it. He's one of our buddies, man.
Yeah.
We have stogies with him. Every time I see Bess, I just look at him like, This is not even Italian.
Hey, Raff, you should tell him to make a meal and call it the Alessandro.
Oh, God.
And then the next time you go there, you just be like, yes, I'd like the Alessandro.
Me and Bess will not be friends if he does that. We will not be reading any more announcements.
Oh, goodness.
Raff, the moment you came in with that segment, bro, my mind went right away to Rome. I'm like, gosh, dang it.
Oh, this is great. I love it so much.
Oh, man. Hey, our boy Jim Scheffelbein just sent me a text. Jim, appreciate you. He goes, AD, enjoyed listening to part of your show while taking 3 grandchildren to daycare. You, Raff, and Rico were great. My last class at Furl's tomorrow from 8:30 to 9:30. I've not missed a day. Thanks, Bellevue Jim.
Hey, nice.
Jim is a good dude, man, and he was one of those ones that took me up on the offer. I said, you go. I'll take care of it, but you can't miss. Jim has not missed.
Nice.
Jim is not missed, Raff. I think that is really cool. Jim, enjoy that time with your kiddos, your grandkids, man, taking them to daycare, enjoying that time. Grandpa, I love that. Rico and Raff, a seismic move in Nebraska softball. In fact, Raff, you guys, I heard about this before it even hit the newspapers.
Oh, just because you have like neighbors and stuff, I bet.
Yeah, I'll just let you go on that. Possibly. Possibly. He goes, AD, major game changer. So we talked about it at my deck party. What was that? Was that last Saturday, Raff? Yeah, it was last Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a good party, too. We had a good party, good friends, neighbors over. You guys, how big is this for Nebraska? I mean, and I'm not even talking about just Nebraska softball. Me and Rico were talking about this a little bit before, a little bit during the break, Raff. And Rico, I'm going to let you answer last because you both of you follow it well a lot. But Rico, I know you really follow it very tightly. That's what you do. You tweet about it when you're at the games. So Rico, I'm going to go to you first. And Rico, I want you to take us home with it. Raff, how big is this transfer? I mean, how would you, this is not just softball, but I mean all transfers. How would you rate this, man? What does this mean?
Well, from a transfer perspective, it's one of the biggest ones. You know, you've got like the Caleb Williams and Jordan Addisons and the stuff like that. But what she's going to bring to Nebraska from a national standpoint, like it will not surprise me with ESPN if they come and broadcast some games. Maybe not. I think there'll probably be a couple in Lincoln and maybe a couple of the road games that'll probably get national attention with her making that transfer.
I like what you mentioned with ESPN coming to do games because I can see that because she was the not number one in Nebraska, not number one in the region. She was the number one recruit in the country. Gatorade Player of the Year in 2021. Think about this. Think about how do we even compare it? Imagine. I mean, I just don't even. Rico, how do you even rate this?
It's bigger than Caleb Williams. It's bigger than Jordan Addison. This is like if where is Jalen Hurts from? Like originally. Like where did he grow up?
I think was it Texas, Raff, or Oklahoma? Was it Texas or Oklahoma?
I think Texas. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna say he's from Texas. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I could be wrong. I'm just gonna say he's from Texas, right?
To make sure. Go ahead.
This is saying he wins the national championship, doesn't get benched for Tua. He wins the national championship for Alabama, and then during that offseason,
Houston
transfers to Houston.
Transfers
to Houston.
Yeah, that's where he's from.
Transfers to the Cougars. That's what this is like. Except Nebraska is better than Houston in that's softball, compared to football, softball, whatever. But this is like that where you're at a perennial powerhouse. You win national championships, you get all these accolades, and then you're just homesick, and you just decide I want to go back to where it all began. That's what she said. I want to go back home, and I want to help change the game played in my state. I want to change the game played in my city or in the city that I'm currently going to. She wants to be able to look. The game of softball in the state of Oklahoma is massive. That's why the Women's College World Series is played in Oklahoma City because the game of softball is massive in Oklahoma. You have the Sooners, you have the Cowgirls who both do fantastic things for the game of softball. In the state of Nebraska, and this is no slight, we talked with Nate Rohrs, the play-by-play voice of Nebraska softball. This is no slight to Creighton or UNO or any of the other softball teams in the state of Nebraska. But when you think softball in Nebraska, you think the University of Nebraska and Lincoln. You think the Huskers, you think of what they've done and all of the amazing players that they've had play for them. Well, now with the number one player in the class of 2021 coming back after 2 national championships, a national freshman of the year, 2-time first team All-American, MVP of the Women's College World Series this last year, only 3 losses in her career in her first 2 seasons at Oklahoma, pitched a perfect game in her second ever game in college. Like 200 plus strikeouts in 2 years, like everything that she's done for the Oklahoma Sooners, she's taking all of that. She's coming to Nebraska because she wants to build the game and she wants to be closer to home. There's a big difference. I understand that Norman isn't terribly far from Nebraska, but that's about a 7-hour drive, right? From Omaha to Norman, something like that, right? It's 45 minutes now. I think 45 minutes if she feels like she wants to go see her mom and her dad, she could just get on I-80 and head to Papillion and see her parents. Like that's massive for her. And the fact that she is coming to Nebraska, and again, we talked with Nate Rohr and we came to an agreement that like a pitcher in softball is such a game changer. Yeah. One player in softball, especially at the pitching position, and the fact that she can go both ways and hit also is so massive for Nebraska, especially this team that's returning 7 of their offensive starters. 7 offensive starters returning. They have to find a new first baseman, and they just found their new ace pitcher. I'm pretty sure that they're sitting pretty. And this is a team that was a regional finalist this last season, won the conference 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't like she's going to a team that's been struggling to get by and struggling to make the NCAA tournament. This is a team that's been to the NCAA tournament, was extremely close to making a super, but just missed out on it, going back down to Stillwater for a second year in a row and playing a fantastic Oklahoma State squad. So if you add her skills to this team, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that this is a Women's College World Series appearance team. I'm not going to say that this is a championship team quite yet, but this is a team that could at the very least make a super.
Yeah. What you said earlier, Rico, and that's a great assessment and breakdown. Her second game, she pitched a perfect game. How the hell do you pitch a perfect game? How often, Rico, man, how often does it even happen?
In softball, I couldn't tell you. In baseball, not very often, like at all, especially college baseball.
Yeah.
But in softball, it's funny because, like, you're saying, how often does it happen? I think the stat for her was it was the first perfect game for Oklahoma since like 2017. And I was like, that's not that far back.
Yeah, for them.
I think she is, for Nebraska softball, she is the Tommy Frazier of Nebraska softball. I think just her leadership, been there, done that. The way Tommy had that ability to make people, rise around him, I think she's going to have that same effect on the Nebraska softball team. But this is even like, I don't want to say a guarantee, but like when Tommy came to Nebraska, he was a freshman. We all thought he was going to be great, but he lived up to that. But we're actually getting a person that, has already won 2 national titles, 2-time All-American. So, I mean, this is about as close to a lock that you're ever going to get for Nebraska softball. So I think this is the time. Rhonda Revelle, she's been there, for 30 years. I think these next couple years, this will be the defining moment, I think, of her softball coaching career.
Raff, you mentioned that Coach Revelle's been there 30 years. You get a, and I think that's it's a spot on assessment. Comparative to Frazier, he was a program changer, and you've seen the ripple effects for years after he left. From 92, our freshman year, me and Tommy, and you've seen the ripple effects for Tommy from 92 all the way to 2001 before when they got rid of Coach. I mean, that was a 9-year run. The ripple effects, the success, the history, because winning breeds winning. Winning means you recruit better. Recruiting means you get more money because you're winning. All of those things have a ripple effect. And Raff, I think that's a great point you bring up, in that she has that impact. Rico, I'm going to ask you this, and Raff, I'm going to ask you this. Is it win or bust with her there now? I'm not saying for Coach, but I mean right now you have the number one recruit, the number one pitcher in the country. Is anything short of a college softball World Series? Anything short of that, is it a bust?
It's hard to say yes. It's hard to say no, just because it is one player. She can make a massive difference, but it's still going to, like, she can hold teams to 1 run. You still got to score though. So it's going to fall on the shoulders of the other players. And this is a very experienced team. There's a lot of seniors on this team now. There's a lot of juniors becoming seniors on this team right now.
Abby Squire, we can go on and on.
So it's not like she's coming to a very young team. She's coming to a pretty experienced team. They haven't been to the same level that she's been to, but they have been to multiple NCAA tournaments, been to multiple regionals. Unfortunately, they haven't been to a super quite yet. But I don't want to say, I don't want to say championship or bust, but I think
not championship. But do they have to appear at the big dance? I ain't saying win it. Do they have to appear
or bust?
Be on deck, Raff.
Is that just like
Is a season a disappointment if they don't make it to the big dance?
Probably, yeah. Just because, again, with how experienced they are, and then adding somebody of her caliber, being so close. I want to say supers are bust, but once you get to supers, you just need to win 2 games. And just to win 2 games, she could pitch both of those games. If she holds a team, again, like I said, to 1 run. She has a 1 ERA in her 2 years in college.
Which is ridiculous.
So if she holds a team to 1 run, you just got to score 2, and you're making it. You just got to win twice to make it to the Women's College World Series if you make it super. So I don't want to say it's a failure, but it's not the most ideal of seasons. Trying to play both sides of the fence here.
I like how you said it, Rico, and your facial expression. You goes, I'm not saying it's a failure, but it's much more not ideal of a season.
No, look, things could happen. Things could happen. People, hopefully not. People could get injured, knock on wood. Sometimes you just don't have the best game. You get some rainouts
and injuries
at a bad time.
There's a lot of things out of your control.
Yeah, maybe a ball goes through a glove.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just something weird happens.
It can happen.
Your shoe falls off.
Raff, what's your take on it? Do they have to make the big dance?
Oh, it's win or bust. It's win. It's the way I look at this right now is I think, like I said earlier, she's going to bring that belief and she's going to bring that attitude. And I think when she made that commitment to Nebraska, like I haven't spoken to like the Abby Squires or the John Squires or the people on the team, but I have to think when they got that recruit and they got Jordy to come here, their first thought that went through their mind is, all right, here we go. And I think that are thinking that way and they're thinking that way. I think it is win or bust for them. I think they will be disappointed if they don't win. And I think a lot of that goes to Jordy, just that the talent level she brings, the attitude she brings. She lifts those boats up to her tide, and I think that she will install that into the rest of the team. So I think that their thought process is the same way. If they don't win, then it's a failure. And that's the attitude I want. I want the football team to feel the same way. I want that attitude. That should be the attitude all the time for any sport. Like I look back on every football game that I ever played in or coached in. I never went into the game thinking that I was going to lose or not be able to. I mean, yeah, there were times that got throttled, absolutely beat down, but I always believed that I had a chance to win. And I think that she's going to bring that belief even more to Nebraska softball, where they're going into every game thinking we definitely can win this game. So I just like the mentality she'll bring to Nebraska. Not that they don't already have that mentality, but it's just that automatic, like Tommy, for instance. Nebraska was a good football team for several years, but all of a sudden Tommy comes and he brought in like that mentality and that leadership and that just like, hey, we're going to win championships. Absolutely. And I think she'll bring that same type of mentality to Nebraska softball.
Well, I'll tell you what, you heard it from Raff, you heard it from Rico. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season for sure. It's going to be a fun season for sure. Real fast before we go to break, I'm going to read some more of these texts after we come back. But this one right here that we got real fast from Chase B. Can you guys give a shout out to Ethan Frank? Absolutely. Shout out to Ethan Frank, who is currently playing for the Hershey Bears, which is the only professional hockey being played on the continent at the moment in the Calder Cup playoffs. He is a native of Omaha, Nebraska, and played for the Lincoln Stars. Big shout out to Ethan Frank. Chase B, appreciate that, folks. Folks, we'll be right back. We'll talk some more Husker sports. Does NU and OU have similar paths, or should I say, does NU rise as OU fall because of a few different things that are going on in their program? We'll be back. It's The Drive. Rico is here in the studio along with me. I'm back. It feels good. Raff is holding it down. Emeritus Mayor in North Platte. This is The Drive on the Ticket.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. integrated life choices.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Old School with DP and J.
How many do you think Bud has left in it?
Bud's the only one that knows, but I would imagine that Bud is at the one. He's trying to be the best fighter in the world. Period. Like until somebody's got to take that from him, and I'm not sure that anybody can. I don't know if Spence can. Spence would love to be that person, but Bud Crawford has denied people forever.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom. AD back. Yeah, here we go.
I'm just walking around the studio. It's just talking about wings and chips. Doody-doo-dee-doo. I appreciate you. It's good to be back in the studio. It really is. I'll read a few of these texts real fast. Brian T. Had to check out for about 5 minutes on my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to your dad, Brian T. Spend that time with a man. It means more than you know. Got to get the pity party out the way. Then can have a good day the rest of the day. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Gave a shout out. And then unknown texter says, why is she transferring here? Rico, explain real quick again.
She's homesick. It's really as simple as that. And if you hear anybody telling you, oh, it's for NIL reasons and blah, 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 I can almost guarantee you that of the softball programs around the nation, there is maybe one, but probably none that have the type of NIL backing that Oklahoma softball has. The only program that would rival that is Alabama. Alabama softball and Oklahoma softball are 1 and 2 in terms of NIL. In my mind, UCLA is probably up there as well. But in my mind, those are the top 3 in terms of NIL. Nebraska, again, this is no slight to Nebraska. They're not even close to what, in terms of NIL benefits that those teams can offer. For Jordan Ball, she's homesick. It just comes down to that.
Yeah.
She did an interview on a podcast with somebody. I think it was either mid-season or before the season even started. And she was just talking about when she came back, she just as soon as she left home and got back on campus, she just didn't have that same competitive fire because she just wanted to be home. Yeah. Like, obviously, you can tell she still had that fire when the season started because she only lost one game. It was that Baylor game by 1 run, and then she went on to win the MVP. first team All-American and all that stuff. So had that fire, but at the time, she just missed home.
Yeah,
she just wanted to be home, and she wanted to be closer to her parents and all that stuff. So 45 minutes away. It's a 45-minute drive to get there instead of 7 hours now.
45 minutes.
Plus, she was committed to Nebraska as an 8th grader going into her freshman year of high school. She was committed to Nebraska softball. Then some things and some stuff was going on with Nebraska softball at the time. So she decommitted and ended up committing to Oklahoma and kept that commitment. But also, you got to think about it. It's one of the best programs in the nation. If they want you and you say yes, it's kind of hard to back out of that commitment.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, she always wanted to be a Husker. She was homesick. She wanted to be closer to home. So now she's back. That's really all it is. Nothing else. Oklahoma didn't treat her bad, as you can tell through all the comments from Oklahoma fans.
Right.
They love her.
Right.
They want her to do well. They're wishing her the best up here in Nebraska. So there's no bad blood, no animosity, no love loss between Oklahoma and Jordan Ball. But she just wanted to come home. That's really all it is.
But when Oklahoma plays Nebraska in the national championship game next year, watch out. Oh.
Honestly, ESPN is probably praying for that.
Yeah, oh yeah, no doubt. Can you imagine the viewership on that? Oh man! And the girl has a tattoo of the state of Nebraska on her arm.
It's on her throwing arm. And then my wife noticed this. She's like, "Oh, she's an outline of Nebraska on her arm." And I go, "Oh, that's cool." And then on the sleeve of the jersey, it had the outline of Oklahoma. Well, now she has the outline of Oklahoma on her, or of Nebraska on her sleeve, and the tattoo of the outline of Nebraska on her arm. So
That's
she's
pretty
good.
cool.
She's
man.
good.
She's good to go.
Doubling up.
Speaking of Oklahoma, this is a great segue, guys. I sent you guys that article this morning. I'm not, Colin Cowherd. I mean, I enjoy Colin, but sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about, Colin? But that's why we do radio. That's why we do sports. That's why we do media, etc. Everybody's got their opinion. He compares the possible downfall of Brent Venables to Nebraska. I'm thinking, why you got to pick on Nebraska, man? Leave us alone. But because I understand the cousins. We're basically cousins, the relationship.
And also, you say Nebraska, you get clicks.
Exactly. Which shows you what? We're still relevant.
Or people are obsessed.
Exactly. Or obsessed with your downfall, too. People think about this. In that movie, Air, and I watched it again. Rico, have you seen that movie?
I have. It's a great movie.
Oh, dude, I watched it again for the second time. I know Raff went to the theater and saw it. It's on Amazon Prime now, so I downloaded it, watched it on a flight earlier this week. There's a line in there that he says, gosh dang it, what's his name? Who was the agent? What was the actor's name, guys? Help me out.
Oh, why am I forgetting it?
He was the main.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. I can't.
I'm in North Platte.
And help me out. Ben Affleck and
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon says in his line to sell Jordan, not line, his presentation to sell Jordan. He says, "Cut that off." Maybe he says, "Cut off the video."
Yeah,
the video off.
It was a bad video.
It's a bad video. He goes, "We love to build people up, sports figures, entertainers, and we love to see them tear down too." It's Nebraska. People love to see Nebraska fall. When I was down in Alabama talking to all the Alabama fans, they got Auburn Alabama fans there. And the people in Alabama, they're riding high off this, but you can tell they're getting complacent with their success.
Careful now.
Exactly. Because a number of people said Saban better win it all this year. I heard that, you guys. I don't know, that audience. You've seen that, Raff. You've seen, you guys, I don't know, 500-600 people in that audience. And at least 20 people were talking afterwards. I'm shaking hands. I said, so what does Saban have to do? He better win it all this year. He better win it all this year. He better win. I'm like, you better be careful. You better be careful. So it shows me, brings it back to Nebraska football. People love to see you fall. They love to see you fall. Mm-hmm. They love to see it. Auburn fans were teasing Alabama fans like crazy. Three things that Colin Cowherd talked about this, guys. I want to get your input on this. Raff and Rico. One of the things, we'll go point by point. One of the things he said was this. It's hard to recruit. There's not a lot of recruits in Oklahoma. Rico, what do you think?
Even if there's not, they recruit Texas extremely well. Because Texas and Oklahoma are pretty much the same state.
There's a Red River rivalry. Ring a bell.
Yeah. Plus, I think there's not the same amount because it's a smaller state, but I think there's some pretty talented players in Oklahoma.
Yes, that was one point I'd agree with.
More talent than Nebraska.
Absolutely, Raff. What do you think, man? It says there's not a lot of talent in Oklahoma.
There's not, but Oklahoma, like Rico said, they've made their hay in Texas for several years. And you look at what Venables is doing with the recruiting he's bringing in. He's getting a lot of top recruits. I thought maybe their recruiting might fall off after last year and not having Lincoln Riley no more. But Venables has been pretty he's been pretty strong on his recruiting. Everything I read most of the time from Oklahoma is I know they're going to have a very equate on the field, but their defense, they've got some absolute studs on defense. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I think they're fine from the recruiting. I think that you still have that Oklahoma name. It could be like Nebraska. If you use that name too much and you don't put something out on the field, then I could see that recruiting dipping off. But right now, Oklahoma is still powerful enough that they're going to get great recruits.
You know, my interpretation on that is this, man, and both of you guys got great points. My point is this: you can recruit Oklahoma. There is talent in Oklahoma. They've always had talent in Oklahoma. Is it as much as other places? No, it's not as much as other places. They got more than we got here in Nebraska. That's just reality. I mean, that's not a knock on my own state, the state that I love and dye red, bleed red, the whole nine. Wearing red right now as far as they go, red and white. Love it. But I don't think that point's valid. Second thing he brings up is this, which I think is very valid. Raff, I'm going to let you go first. Think about this. They're going to the SEC, which he pegs as a number 2 reason why they're going to be the downfall. What's your thoughts on that?
From a football standpoint, I don't think it's going to be as big of a downfall as what he thinks. If it was still going to be a 4-team football playoff, I would say yes, they might fall off from that point of view. But going to a 12-team playoff, I think they'll be fine going to the SEC because they technically could come in 3rd place in the SEC and still make the 12-team playoff.
Rico, what do you think, man? Do you think that's the SEC? You got Oklahoma in the SEC, Texas A&M in the SEC, and all the other schools in the SEC.
I don't think they're ready for the SEC yet. I don't think they're built for the SEC to win right away. Kind of like Nebraska, those first few years in the Big Ten. I understand that they had some success and they made a conference championship game and they got boat raced by Wisconsin in the first couple of years. But you could tell they were built for the Big 12. They were built to stop Big 12 offenses. They weren't built to stop Big 10 offenses. And I don't think Oklahoma, maybe Texas, for the way that they stuck with Alabama last season, and they're going to play them again this season, I believe. I think they're equipped a little bit better, but I think Oklahoma's going to struggle at least this first year in the SEC, unless they use this last recruiting class and this upcoming recruiting class to build towards the SEC. And if they go into the transfer portal and build towards it, I don't know if they are prepared as currently constructed to handle the speed and physicality of the SEC as opposed to the speed of the Big 12. Because right now in the Big 12, you just got to worry about a bunch of fast people. Granted, there are some physical guys there as well. I'm not taking anything away from them, but it's mostly speed in the Big 12. In the SEC, it's both. They're going to hit you with speed, and they're going to punch you in the mouth. And I don't think they're ready for that.
Well, check this out. You brought up recruiting. An unknown texter, let us know your name, big dog. Unknown texter, let us know. Number ends in 2049, lives in Texas. Appreciate you texting in, brother. Those of us that live in Texas, Oklahoma is not in the same league as a state. And I wouldn't disagree with that because right now, just look this up. At the end of May, fellas, Raff and Rico, at the end of May, Oklahoma football recruiting commitments for the class of 2023 stood at 3 and was ranked 41st. That's not going to fly in the SEC, man. That's not going to fly in the SEC. Third thing he said, both of you guys, I want you to think about this. And then unknown texter says this, 5124, another one. Let's not forget the only reason we made that Big Ten championship was because Ohio State was suspended. Interesting. Forgot about that. So, guys,
that's the only reason Wisconsin made it.
What's that?
That's the only reason Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, not Oklahoma.
No, oh, okay, yeah.
He must be talking about about
the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah,
yeah. Nebraska was in it because they had the record. Wisconsin was in it because Ohio State was suspended.
There you go.
So Nebraska would have got boat raced regardless. It doesn't matter.
A little bit for Nebraska.
It didn't matter.
Third point that he had in his article, Colin Cowherd, the article Colin Cowherd put out regarding Oklahoma's demise in football is going to be similar to Nebraska's when we made our stupid decision to get rid of Coach Solich all those years ago. And he listed those reasons, one being recruiting in-state or lack thereof. Second, he mentioned them moving to the SEC compared to us moving to the Big Ten. Third reason he said, they hired the wrong guy.
I don't know about that. Dude, I like Brent Venables.
Raff, be ready to go. Rico, why do you think that? I go ahead.
I like Brent Venables. I think that he's been linked to head coaching jobs for the longest time when he was the defensive coordinator at Clemson. He was the highest paid defensive coordinator in the nation, the highest paid coordinator in the nation, I believe, while he was at Clemson. Was just waiting for, I think, the Oklahoma job. I think that was the only one he was waiting for. And he finally got it. I think he's going to be a great coach. I think he is a great coach. Again, it's one of those things where I don't know how ready they're going to be for the SEC right away, but playing in the ACC, playing with being the defensive coordinator for Clemson and having to go up against Alabama those multiple times
with
in the national
championship,
I think that has him more prepared than another coach outside of a straight SEC coach hire would have had them.
Raff, Venables the right guy or too early?
I think it's too early. I think that this year will be telltale because Oklahoma's a lot like Nebraska. If he has another rough year, those fires will be turned up. I think Oklahoma's got an insurance policy, though. I really think that if things don't work out for Venables, I still think Bob Stoops, if had be, I think he still would come back and coach at Oklahoma. I've never closed that door. So if Venables does not.
You're not a door closer,
yeah,
like on Tom Brady. Joe Namath is coming back.
You've never closed a single door in your life.
As long as Bob Stoops keeps on coaching in the summer league, I think that door is always still open for him to return back to Oklahoma because I think he loves Oklahoma so much that he would come back for the program if it meant keeping them on the map.
Raff, I agree with you on Stoops, in particular, that love that he has for it. Folks, we'll be back. We got RGT. You're going to hear the beautiful voice of Raff when you come back, the heavenly angels of RGT. We got the AD Attitude Adjuster, and we have the team that is in Omaha right now, CWS. They'll be ready to go literally in 8 minutes, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. It's The Drive. AD, Raff, Rico holding it down. The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't wait. Act now to choose from the widest selection of used combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, the nation's largest John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model John Deere combines. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
Generation V.
Opening a new location at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Join us this Saturday during our grand opening sale. Everything is buy one, get one free. Mix and match between Vape, Delta 8, and Kratom, or buy 2 of your favorites for the price of 1. Buy 1 Elf Bar disposable, get 1 free. Buy premium THCA flower, get a free glass pipe. You decide what to BOGO this Saturday.
Generation V.
Don't miss the grand opening sale this Saturday at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine.Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Generation V.
Opening a new location at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Join us this Saturday during our grand opening sale. Everything is buy one, get one free. Mix and match between Vape, Delta 8, and Kratom, or buy 2 of your favorites for the price of 1. Buy 1 Elf Bar disposable, get 1 free. Buy premium THCA flower, get a free glass pipe. You decide what to BOGO this Saturday.
Generation V.
Don't miss the grand opening sale this Saturday at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
It's summertime at the Lincoln YMCA. With 3 outdoor pools, swim lessons, camps, youth sports, and child watch, there's never a dull moment for the kids. Take your wellness goals to new heights with the Y's vast array of cardio and strength training options, free group exercise classes, and the dedicated help of their specialists that will work with you to implement a plan customized to meet your needs. With 4 convenient locations, there's a YMCA near you. Let's make this the best summer yet. Visit ymcalincoln.org to join today. The YMCA, for a better us.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's going to unfold. It's a vacation.
It's not a great look.
All right, everybody, we're back again. Wow. We got some breaking news while we're at break.
Yeah,
you guys hear
a little
it?
bit of break. Yep, I just got the.
We're gonna play the music.
I got it, and I played it for. I had it on there for AD. I read it to him. So let me get to
breaking news, folks. We got the music coming.
News. Here we go.
Wow.
Just as Adam Silver promised us after the NBA Finals was over, they would announce the suspension for John Morant after they got more details. Don't know what details they got, but apparently it wasn't anything crazy because John Morant has just received a 25-game suspension to start next NBA season.
Nice vacation for John Morant.
He got 8 games, I think a little bit more, maybe 10, something around there for the first infraction. And they were like, oh, second one? Well, 15 extra games should help you sit down and learn your lesson. Here's to 25 games. So he's going to miss like the first month and a half.
It's a joke. If we had more time, I oh my goodness. I think
they're just going to keep on slapping his wrist. Yeah, I just hope that there's nothing bad that happens to him or anybody else by them not.
Exactly, Raff. Him or someone else, more importantly. Him or someone. His foolishness. And I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for someone that makes $200-something million. Simply stay away from knuckleheads. Stay away from knuckleheads. That's simple. So I don't. I'm sorry. The dude is very talented, but I don't have sympathy for dudes or gals that do stupid stuff repeatedly. I'm going to say this. I'm going to shut up about it. We pacify the behavior we despise. That's all I'm going to say. Ridiculous. RGT.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
I missed that, Raff. Go ahead.
We're back, baby. All right. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to my dad and all the fathers out there. You guys celebrating Father's Day. You guys do an amazing job with your kiddos. I see it. And then to my dad, thanks for just being my hero, being the person, my rock, and my mom also. But it's my dad's weekend. It's his birthday this weekend. It's Father's Day this weekend. So happy birthday, Dad. You're the best. I lucked out having the best dad ever. I mean, I know you guys will battle me a little bit, but he's pretty decent. He's pretty amazing. So that's my Raff's Good Take.
Shout out to Mr. Raff. And Raff, you said it spot on, man. Absolutely amazing, man. Shout out to all the dads out there. Rico, happy Father's Day to you, brother. You're a hell of a dad.
To you.
Appreciate you, brother. To all the fathers out there. AD Attitude Adjustment is brought to you, as always, by Integrated Life Choices. IOC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams at ilc.net/careers. I'm going to give the big shout out, 80 attitude adjustments to my dad. My dad always, just like Raff mentioned, my dad always taught us kids, it's just nice to be nice. I've said that before, but my father also said this, man. There were times when people will do you wrong. And as a pastor of a little small church and a janitor of a little small company he was part of, my father never made a lot of money. But my father, when people do him wrong, he goes, and they would welcome him back. My father would always say this in his voice, how can I turn my back on them when God never turned his back on me? Folks, people will burn you. People will do you wrong. I'm not saying you always have to welcome him back like my pops did. He was an exceptional guy. But I will say this. Don't lose sleep over those who are not losing sleep over you. Don't lose sleep over those who aren't losing sleep over you. Keep doing nice things. Keep being nice because it's just nice to be nice. And what also is nice, it's Friday. And Rico, take us home, baby.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after this, I'm getting ready to pack up my car and head out to Omaha to join the folks down at the Blur Party tailgate at the Hilton, a block south of Charles Schwab Field. Nick is down there right now. He's waving to the camera. You can't see him. I'll add him real quick. He's not going to say anything, but there he is. He's a little dark. We might need to get some lights in there.
You looking like AD?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. We'll get some lights in there, light him up.
Nick.
But I'm getting ready to head down to Omaha. Again, join us down in Omaha starting right now. We're going to be going live. It opens at 10:30 for everybody out there, and we're going to have a blast. Again, a block south of Charles Schwab Field. DP is there. Nick is there. Vershawn's going to be there shortly. Terrell is there. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have fun at the College World Series, so join us. That's going to do it for the gentleman here.
Raff, be safe, big dog.
Adios.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth 97.
There are some things that happen every day. In the morning, my paper gets delivered. Thank you. Around noon, my neighbor waters his flowers wearing a bathrobe and hip waders. Hello, Mr. Willis.
Where's my paper?
After dinner, the lady up the street walks her 14 poodles. And just before the 10 o'clock news, the Nebraska Lottery winning numbers are drawn for their daily games. Nebraska Pick 3, 2x2, and My Day. With Nebraska Pick 3, you choose your bet type. In 2x2, there's a $22,000 top prize. And with My Day, you choose a 6-digit date. They're all just $1 to play, with drawings every day. Oh, hi, Mr. Liss.
I'm still paper.
Guess which part of day?
Pick 3 by 2 and My Day top prize odds vary